This I wanna name Sports to the Bone. Top blogger, top YouTube channel. No matter which sports here, we got it covered. Subscribe and hit the notification bell.
What's up, my wonderful peeps? Sports to the Bone here again, man. Shout out to all the viewers, the subscribers, and the followers. Big up on yourself. Want to say a big thank you to all the supporters, I'm indeed grateful that you guys continuously support the channel. Yeah, man. So, viewers and subscribers, West Indies, they have decided to look in a different direction as regards to the leader of the test team. Now, Jason Holder yesterday evening was actually sacked as the test captain, and he has been replaced by a fellow Barbadian, Craig Brathwaite. Yeah, man. So we're just gonna go down into it a little bit. Yesterday evening when the news came out, I did a little 3 minutes video, just letting you guys know that Holder has been replaced. But now we're gonna go down into it in some more details. Now, viewers and subscribers, before we go any further, we just want to say here at Sports to the Bone, we are extremely grateful that Jason Holder gave of his best, especially in a time when things weren't looking so good for West Indies cricket. So as you can imagine, he came in at a very tough time. He didn't back down. He came in young, was basically learning on the job. And, the mere fact that it has been taken from him now, I think that it is only right for us to say here what, boy, Jason Holder, we are grateful that you were able to serve in a time when we were actually looking for leaders, because a lot of persons were running off to do their own thing and weren't really having West Indies cricket at heart. And Jason Holder managed to stay in the position and he was able to do the best he could at the time. You understand? So, yeah, man, big up to Jason Holder. Right now, it was actually January in 2015 when Holder was named as the ODI captain. And, I think he was run about 23, becoming the youngest ever West Indies captain. And I remember very clearly when he was given the position. As I would have said in previous videos, when he was given the position, I wasn't the happiest because, I thought that he was probably not experienced enough. And, the mere fact that West Indies cricket was actually falling apart at that point in time, I was actually worried that Jason Holder wouldn't be able to keep it together at such a young age. But I must admit that he really behaved maturely, understand. We didn't really hear him in his name called in the media and things that didn't have anything to do with cricket. Very often we see some of our youngsters they are highlighted in the media and it's not for anything good. But based on what we would have seen over the past couple of years, Jason Holder, his captaincy would have come on as some level of criticism. But where personal behavior is concerned, or professional behavior, he has been he has been somebody that you can call very exemplary. Yeah, man, viewers and subscribers, and I think it was actually in that same year we had the World Cup, when he was given the job as the ODI captain. Viewers and subscribers will correct me if I'm not remembering right, but I think we made it all the way down to the quarterfinals there. So he was actually learning on the job, but he did pretty well in the early part there. Now, in September of that same year, that is in 2015, he was also named the Test captain. So not only was he in charge of the ODI team, but he was also given responsibilities for the Test team at that young age, 23. And you can just imagine that, boy, a lot of 23-year-old cricketers, they are not usually very, not usually very prepared as regards to being mentally. A lot of 23-year-old would have captained at the youth level and would be probably make it up to their senior teams, but to be captain in the senior team at such a tender age is not usually something that you hear of very often. So Jason Holder was thrown into that position at that age, and I must say that he, as I said earlier, gave of his best. A man can only do what a man can do. You understand? He can't do something you can't manage. So Yeah, man, viewers and subscribers. I mean, he would have lost more than he would have actually won, as a captain. But based on how our cricket is, we can't even knock him. So the mere fact that he would have lost a lot of series in comparison to the amount of series that he would have won. But we can't even knock him, as I said earlier, because at the end of the day, he took over reign in a time when West Indies cricket was actually falling apart, and a lot of the senior players were going all over the place. A lot of dispute with the board, and the youngsters coming in. Then he would also have to be in charge of those youngsters. So he was actually getting it from both ends. Senior players not being there, and youngsters also just coming in, that he would also have to shepherd as a young cricketer himself. So once again, viewers and subscribers, I am thinking that, boy, we should indeed be grateful that Jason Holder, he stood up at the time when he was given the responsibilities, because not a lot of 23-year-old would say, okay, I am going to take on the job, because at that time you are not really fully matured as a cricketer. And to know that Jason Holder was able to say, all right, I will not only take on the ODI but also the test team, and things like that. So we are indeed grateful that he would have served. I mean, the mere fact that he didn't go travel to Bangladesh, that wouldn't have helped his case any at all, even though the West Indies Cricket Board, they had indicated that, nobody will be penalized because of the fact that they didn't travel to Bangladesh with all that what is going on. But, when a man say a thing, it doesn't necessarily mean they are going to do it. And the mere fact that we would have gone and gotten a series victory away from home, I am thinking that they are saying that, boy, right now, that is a new era or a new beginning. So they are going to try and see how much they can capitalize on that momentum or on that movement. So it was indeed a pleasure to have worked with Jason Holder. You hear me saying work with Jason Holder as if I was there. But we are indeed grateful that he was able to lead us for a period of time. People that aren't die-hearted cricket fans, they won't look at everything, but people that are interested in cricket will look at the good and also the bad. They will look at the fact that he actually captained the team in a time when he was going through a lot of changes, because we would have lost a lot of our cricketers. People like Sawan would have retired a little while before, Shanda Paul, all of these guys, and then you had people, some of our senior players that were in Alabalu with the board, people like Bravo, Gale, all of these guys were in were in some form of problems with the board, and he was able to step up and lead the team. So we are indeed grateful that we were able to have a youngster like that was mature enough to say, all right, I will grow in this role and I am willing to learn on the job. And I mean, if we are going to be honest, viewers and subscribers, as regards to Holder losing that position as test captain, the writing was basically on the wall, because, the West Indies Cricket Board and the selectors, and the coaches, they would have been coming under some amount of pressure, because, as I said in a previous video, sometimes, we might think that these selectors aren't listening to the past players, but they are listening to them. And sometimes some of what they are saying might pressure them into making certain decision, because just recently people like Philo Wallace and Andy Roberts would have indicated that right now Jason Holder needs to go. So you can just imagine that the writing was on the wall and thing like that, because we would have covered that, and I think I did 2 videos in the last 2 weeks or so talking about Jason Holder and his position. So it's not like I knew anything or I heard anything that the others didn't hear. It's just that I know that when some of these senior players start, not senior players, some of these legends start yapping off their mouths, you can expect the selectors and the coaches and everybody to react. So you can almost say the writing was on the wall. Now, as regards to Brathwaite, viewers and subscribers that is now in the role, why we can only hope for the best as regards to Brathwaite, leading the team. Now, he's actually set to start in the upcoming test series against Sri Lanka and will be under the watchful eyes of the world because, leading West Indies cricket team is not the easiest thing. So he will be keenly watched. And, his batting especially will be closely watched now more than ever, seeing that, he will be expected to lead from the front. So sometimes he might go out and have a bad game or so and get out and, and people would just look past it. The mere fact that he's leading the team now, he's leading a young team. So, he will be expected to lead from the front as regards to scoring the bulk of the runs. So it's good that he was promoted to this position. I'm thinking that his people, are actually proud of him, but we just have to hope that he is actually ready. And he seems to be somebody that is mentally strong. Seems to as if he's he actually strives underneath the pressure. Seems as if he takes confidence from that. So hopefully everything will be okay. No, as regards to his batting, I think he's averaging 32 in tests and he has run about 8 centuries and 20 half centuries. So we see that he's somebody that, he has some amount of experience where test cricket is concerned, 8 centuries and 20 half centuries. As I would have said just now, it's just that he's going to need to carry those half centuries over into centuries now more often than before. But there you have it, viewers and subscribers. Jason Holder no longer the captain and Craig Brathwaite now in the position. So let us just rally behind Craig Brathwaite because anyway you take it in of viewers and subscribers, we want West Indies cricket to, perform very well. So we just have to rally around and, Craig Brathwaite is new in the spot now, but I am thinking that Jason Holder will still be able to hammer down a spot in that test team as the main all-rounder. So, he will still be there to probably encourage Brathwaite to, give his input here and there. So, it's not like he's out of the team. He's just not the captain anymore. But, whatever he would have learned over the years, I think he will be able to transfer some of that knowledge to Brathwaite. But let me know what you think down there in the comment section as per usual, guys. We would have, spoken about it somewhat last night, but not in depth like this. So just go down in the comment section. Let me know what you think about the whole movement and how you think Brathwaite will perform underneath the pressure of leading the West Indies test team. Sports to the bone, keeping you informed. Please remember to like, share, leave us a comment. If you have not yet subscribed, remember to subscribe to the channel. I'm out.